А куда это всем, кто смотрит данное видео вместе со мной. С вами Пумба, игровой канал Тимона, Пумба и Нал, и мы продолжаем играть в Dragon Age, собственно говоря. Нам письмо вроде как пришло, да? Нет? А, во, сейчас. Чихнул. Понятно. Следуя Кун. Я рад. Так, ладно, погнали. У меня новый меч. Я всех попереодевал. На самом деле нет. Но кого-то я что-то переодел. Или нет. А может, никого не переодел. Заданий, что ли, больше нет? Серьезно? Ну ладно, пошлите. Как назло, сел и насморк начался. Что за херня? Я не понимаю, это как работает система вообще. Что с ней делать вообще? Но то, что насморк начался, это да. Это, блядь, не за... Стоп, погоди, у меня задание-то есть. Спутники. Савелин. С Авелин. Ага. Да я хер знает, где их найти-то, алё. Давайте мы сначала к этому Фенрису сходим и поговорим со спутницей. Нихера, какой у меня меч-то прикольный. Нихера, у меня какие доспехи-то прикольные. Там еще шлем у меня, да? Еп. Понятно, лучше я смотреть не буду. Здорово.
Hawk.
Чего?
I don't care what else is going on. We haven't spoken about Leandra. How are you?
Давай.
My mother is dead. My heart's broken.
I suppose I could say, at least you knew yours. But that seems more about me than you.
Да.
I just have flashes of possibly long hair. But my father... Would you like to hear one thing?
Да?
You've never talked about him.
My father trained me in all the skills he had been forced to give up. He spent everything to get me into Kaelin's service.
Ага.
Do you know what I remember? When he read to me, stupid things, dragons and heroes. He wouldn't turn a page until I reached over and took his hand. That big man made every step of the story my choice. I loved that.
Ага.
He died of the wasting in Adenirim ward. Those last weeks, I read to him. I had to take his hand to turn the pages, and I couldn't tell if he was too weak, or if it was the old game.
Ага.
He smiled at that, at his big girl. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Drink?
Давай.
A glass for those we've lost.
All right then. Benoit Dulac and Leandra Hawk. Don't let anyone tell you when to move on. Take their hand and say my choice. That's all I have. I'll miss her too.
Так, конечно. Все, с кем я пришел, померли. Ну, хотя Авелин осталась жива. Да иди ты. Чё тебе надо-то? Я к этому зайду. Фенрис, где-то тут. Блин. Угадать еще надо. Конкретно какое, где имение Фенриса. Сейчас мы в имение заскочим, да? Да, Фенрису отдадим книжечку. Его она заинтересует. Здорово, Фенрис. Ты хоть не знаю, ну ладно.
I have something for you.
It's a book.
Ну-ка, давай.
It's a subject you're familiar with. The book is by Shartan, the elf who helped Andraste free the slaves. You know about him, right?
A little. It's just... slaves are not permitted to read. I've never learned.
It's not too late to learn, Fenris.
Isn't it? Sometimes I wonder. I don't mean to seem ungrateful. I do appreciate the thought. I've always wanted to learn more of Shartan. Perhaps this is my chance.
Вот и это. Так, ладно. Стоп. Еще Фенрис. Ладно, давай, здорово, я не ушел. Че у тебя там случилось-то?
Last bottle of the Egregio. I've been saving it for a special occasion.
Что случилось?
And what's that?
The anniversary of my escape. Astia Vala Firmundis. Care to hear the story?
Давай. Давай.
I'd like that.
Let's see. You've heard of Saharan? The Imperium and the Qunari have fought over the island for centuries now. I was there with Daenerys during a Qunari attack. I managed to get him to a ship, but there was no room for a slave. I was left behind. I barely got out of the city alive.
I thought Daenerys considered you valuable.
He wasn't given a choice. The look on his face as the ship pulled out was priceless. There are rebels in the Saharan jungles called Fog Warriors. They found me and took me in, nursed me back to health. I stayed with them for a time, until Daenerys finally came for me.
Ну-ка.
Were you with these Fog Warriors willingly?
I'd grown fond of the rebels. They bowed to no master and fought for their freedom. It was beyond my experience. When Daenerys came, they refused to let him take me.
И он всех перебил, да?
He ordered me to kill them. So I did.
А,
I killed them all.
Почему?
Why would you do such a thing?
It felt inevitable. My master had returned and this fantasy life was over.
Охереть.
But once it was done, I looked down at their bodies. I felt I couldn't. I ran and never looked back.
Ну-ка, давай-ка. Давай-ка.
Didn't Daenerys stop you?
The rebels had wounded him. The soldiers he brought attempted to capture me, unsuccessfully. It was weeks before Daenerys was able to mount the hunt in earnest, but by then, I was already gone.
Ладно. Я остался
Couldn't you have
нафигировать, да?
found other Fog Warriors? Become a rebel?
Even if I did, I felt unworthy. I had no way of knowing if I could truly escape from Daenerys then. I didn't even know what that meant. I simply had to get away.
Понятно.
I stowed aboard a ship to the mainland and moved south, chased by my former master every step of the way.
Давай.
I have to wonder why you stayed with Daenerys as long as you did.
You have not been a slave. A slave does not dream of freedom or wonder at possibilities. You think only of your master's desires and what the next hour will bring. It did not occur to me that I could be anything else until I had a taste of it.
Ну-ка.
But there are stories of slaves rebelling all the time. They did in Kirkwall.
The ritual that gave me my markings also stripped me of my memory. Whatever I was before may as well have never been. Perhaps if I knew, I might have felt differently.
А, ну да, так-то я забыл про это.
How well did you know these Fog Warriors?
I knew them only a few months, but in that time, I felt as if I truly lived. They were bold, strong, free with their affections. I was in awe of them and owed them everything. And I turned on them even so.
Давай.
This can't be easy to talk about.
I've never spoken about what happened to anyone. I've never wanted to. Perhaps this is what it means to have a friend.
Хорошо.
Perhaps you're right.
To you, Hawk, may I fight at your side for years to come.
Это хорошо. О, я с ним дружбу-то поднимаю. Ща все будет. Ща все будет охрененно. Блин, ты чё, больно? Неудобно? Палец-то ранен. Клеили обои, короче, фигней занимались. Болит, побаливает. Я чё хотел узнать-то? Там квесты другие нет? Есть? Что-то я не заметил. Вроде нет. А, ну все, типа, ну все, да. Побочь задания я не знаю, как выполнить. Я не могу найти. Может, тут они где-то еще есть? Ну, нету тут, так, ну и все тогда. Ой, врезался. Здрасте. Привет. Я сюда. Здорово.
It's apparently not enough that the Kunari define my political life. They must also infect what I hold personal. It is my son, Seamus. The life you saved, he would now squander by converting to the Kun. He has left for the Kunari compound.
Прекрасно, ну ладно.
Please, Sarah Hawk, convince Seamus to come home.
Так.
The Arishok says nothing good about Kirkwall, yet he accepts conversions?
I cannot understand him. Maker knows I've tried, but he landed with, what, a few hundred men? Add up the deaths and defections, and the Arishok must need to bolster his ranks.
А, ну да.
I'm sure my son is quite the symbolic prize.
Ладно.
Did anyone else see him leaving for the compound?
He made no secret of it. I'm sure he intended it as another of his statements about closer relations. Your example inspired him. I might agree, but now is not the time. These matters
Понятно,
are
ладно, я понял, да.
delicate.
He's politically dangerous, you mean?
The office must remain strong, Sarah Hawk.
He is of age. The decision seems rightly his.
I want to let him find his way, but in my position, he's taken a great deal of inspiration from you. I want to allow his idealism, but not blindly. At
Ладно.
best, my opponents will claim that my office is now in Kunari hands. At worst, I lose my son.
Ладно.
You know this will only end in trouble.
Fitting. That's where it started. My son is not foolish. He will listen to reason, and you are in the best position to offer that opportunity.
Ладно.
Please, do what you can.
Ладно. Я понял. Побежал. Прекрасно, вас уже и сын предает. Да хрена неплохо вы там живете, устроились. Я Кунари должен прийти прям конкретно. Идти в колодрить. Ты чё, прикалываешься, что ли? Кунари прям. О, здрасте. Наемники. Тут не часто такое встречаешь. О, ни хрена себе. Опять немножко. Так, ладно. Так, там ничего. Хорошо.
So who hired that lot? Anti-Canary? Anti-Viscount? Or Seamus himself not wanting to be rescued?
Seamus isn't the type. Let's go.
Так, ладно, тут взяли. Просто лагерь Кунари. Ладно, побежали. Ща, как мы зададим жару этому ему. Блять. Иза не пойдет, поэтому со мной пойдет. Навель. Погнали. И пес. Ладно, ладно. Я помню.
So, hope the Arishok wasn't planning on keeping the Viscount's son.
Я тоже надеюсь. А где он? Здрасте.
Sarah Hawk.
I'm here about the Viscount's son.
Are you?
Да.
In 4 years, I have made no threat, and fanatics have lined up to hate us
Да хорош
simply
рукой-то, блин,
because
разводить,
we
алло.
exist. But despite lies and fear, Bars still beg me to let them come to the Kyun. They hunger for purpose. The son has made a choice. You will not deny him that.
Ну-ка.
Converting the Viscount's son. His opposition will have a field day.
And?
The enemy of your enemy should be your friend.
I don't fear the whole of them together. And it is not my role to reject the free choice of Vidithari. The son responded to his own demand of the Kyun. He is neither my slave nor my prisoner. He is not even here. He went to his father. Ask the Viscount why he would send you and a letter both.
Чё?
That probably could have been mentioned earlier.
They are meeting in the Chantry. A last pointless appeal, I assume.
The Viscount would involve the Chantry?
No, but we know who would. Mother Patrice.
Опять.
A suspect in many things. If she has threatened someone under my command again, there is only one response.
Ну-ка.
Don't make things worse by marching your men through the streets without cause.
This is cause. This is the last insult I will suffer, Hawk. I will be watching.
Ладно.
The Vidithari are of the Kyun. This offense will have an answer. Sarah, Hawk.
I'm here about the Viscount's son.
Чё?
Are you? But the son has made a choice. You will...
Чё, в смысле?
He went to his father. If she has threatened...
Блять, дважды поговорить. Про одного-то раза мало, надо дважды поговорить. На всякий случай, а то вдруг, блин, что-то не договорили мы. Погнали, погнали. Нам нужно срочно иску. Погнали. Жопа, мне эта мать бесит. Я прям убью ее. Пора убивать ее, серьезно. Все. Ночь, церковь, фонарь. Все, капец тебе. Мать! Готовься. Петрис, не Петрис, мне вообще наплевать. Че ты думаешь там? О, все, начало. Сейчас все будет. О, че? Здрасте, а что с ним? Че он сидит? Ему плохо? Он что? Он уже все? Он уже порабощен? Или убит? Или кто он? Он убит?
Sarah Hawk, look at what you have done. To pounce upon the Viscount's son, a repentant convert in the Chantry itself. A crime with no excuse.
Ты уверена, что ты уверена? Ты уверена,
Your
что...
Kunari masters will finally answer.
Ну-ка.
You've been a headache, but to outright kill someone, that's new for you.
He deliberately denied the Maker. How many would follow if he went unpunished? And yet, even this sympathizer will inspire vengeance when his brutal murder is exposed.
You won't get the Kunari ousted. You'll get a slaughter. On both sides.
To die untested would be the real crime. People need the opportunity to defend faith, starting with you.
Пипец.
Earn your reward in this life and next. These heretics must die.
То есть они сейчас слышали, что она призналась в открытую, то, что типа это она убила. И это никого не смущает. Ну, это говно. Толпа это вообще не. Я вас обычно так не убью. А вот ты интересен мне уже как боец. Ебать вас там немало. Ох, как это кто там? Все. А, и ты привела ее, типа я убил.
Traitors attacking the very core of the Chantry. They defile with every step.
There is death in every corner, young mother. It is as you predicted. All too well.
Конечно, заранее знали. Давай-ка.
Forgive me, Your Grace, but you must know the truth about what happened here.
Don't you spout your Kunari filth. This is a hand of the divine.
I have ears, Mother Patrice. The Maker would have me use them.
Давай-ка, молодец.
Viscount Dumas' son is dead. Killed here in your name.
I'm sure my name won't like that. Patrice?
Seamus Dumas was a Canary convert. He came here to repent and was murdered.
Давай-ка,
It's
не
a
надо.
ruse, Your Grace. Seamus was killed to set people against the Canary.
This is no longer a matter of heathens squatting in the docks. People are leaving us to join them.
And we must pray for them like any other.
Понятно.
They deny the Maker.
And you diminish him, even as you claim his side. Andraste did not volunteer for the flame. Sirrah Hawke, you act on behalf of the Viscount?
Да.
The young mother has erred in her judgment. A court will decide her fate. The Chantry respects the law, and so must she.
Grand Cleric? Grand Cleric?
Ну? Слышь, это кто? Нормально. Умирают без крови.
We protect those of the Qun. We do not abandon our own.
Ладно.
Please, send for Viscount Dumas.
Ладно. Я понял. Мне интересно, как людей так умудряются убивать, чтобы они сидели, пока ты их не подойдешь, не толкнешь.
Murdered in the heart of the Chantry by those who held a sacred trust. What hope for this city when we fail our own so completely?
Давай.
The Arashok is still here, Excellency. You must be ready to stand up to him.
I cannot. I have already failed where it mattered most. Please. Hawke. Leave me.
Ну, я в этот момент молчал, как бы тут неуместно было говорить, я считаю. Да и грустно, блин, все-таки есть ситуация грустная.
Someone's always trying to take over at night, but someone else will always pay for their removal.
Куда?
An end of sorts. But the Canary and the Chantry and the Viscount's dead son won't simply fade from memory.
About that, Hawke, there's something I need to tell you at your house very, very soon.
Ладно, я понял, ладно, я понял.
There's always something to look forward to.
Так, надо поговорить. Так, погодите, что за задания-то прилетели? А, и все. А, это и есть. А, так, поймать воришку. Нападать пределы, слышь? Погодите. Да бляха, сколько вас тут, алё? Нате вам. Блин, забыл, пошли. Да бляха, сколько вас тут? Да, еще. Ни хрена вас тут немало. Так, все, побежали дальше. Ладно, давайте в имение Хоуку быстро бежим. Быстро. Быстро. Вот. О чем ты говоришь, когда я бегу? Давай, Изабелла, что произошло?
This is important. Don't interrupt with your selfish prattle.
Get off your high horse. I have problems too.
Ha! What drink should I order and who's the father?
Oh, you little...
Слышь, хорош драться-то.
What is it now, you two?
Меня.
Hawk. The Arashok is sheltering 2 fugitives who have converted to the Qun. He must be convinced to release them. He's already feared because of Patrice. If people start to think he can ignore the law, I need your help so this doesn't get out of hand.
I'm going to die.
В смысле?
There. Got your attention? Real problem.
Чего?
Hold on. What's this about?
Remember the relic? The one Castillon is going to kill me over? A man called Wall-Eyed Sam has it. If you help me get it, Castillon won't kill me. Please.
I'm trying to keep the entire city from rioting against the Canary.
Well, maybe it's connected.
Так.
What?
I'm just saying maybe it will help. It's important to someone, right?
Now you start being responsible? Shit.
Ну-ка.
Isn't it odd that someone would run to the Canary?
They're elves accused of murder. Maybe they feel they've nothing to lose by fleeing the alienage.
Так а зачем
And
тогда?
if their conversion is genuine?
I don't know. But how many more will try
Так
if
мы
I
не
allow
можем
this?
как бы это
Justice
сейчас
must be
будем.
respected.
You're expecting trouble.
After what happened to the Viscount's son, yes. I'm hoping the Canary aren't looking for a fight. I'm hoping they'll be reasonable. But we'll see.
Так а да,
This seems
действительно.
like an issue for you and your guards. Quite a few of them.
Sending a full patrol would just increase tension. But you're right. I am the captain. It's my responsibility. But I suspect the Viscount was hoping I would bring this to you.
Все рассчитывают на меня.
Then he should have come himself.
Perhaps. But it's understandable that he's not at his best. I'd like to help him if I can.
Ладно. Так.
Why has this come up so suddenly, Isabella?
Sam's been talking to black market dealers all over Lowtown. It didn't take me long to get wind of it. What frustrates me is that he's held onto the relic so long.
Ну-ка. Кто такой?
Tell me about Sam.
Sam used to run with Martin. Remember him?
Да?
Martin says Sam's a bit of a magpie, picking up things that don't belong to him. Not a trustworthy sort. When Martin gave up raiding, Sam became a drifter.
Так, ладно. А кто хочет?
Who is involved in this exchange?
Tevinter mages.
О.
I doubt they'll look kindly on us interrupting. Bring a sword. Or 12.
Ладно, я понял. Так. Давай.
You're sure this is the relic you're after?
I've had my ear to the ground for a while. There was a description of the book. It's the right one.
Да?
Book? I thought you didn't know what the relic was.
Well, I know it's a book. But that's all I know. It's written in a foreign tongue. Honestly, what does it matter? It'll save me from Castillon, so I need it.
Да ладно, да, действительно. Я не могу, не кидаем мы своих.
The relic issue has to be resolved before we take on the Canary.
You trust her this much?
Да.
Probably not. I wouldn't.
They won't wait at the compound forever, Hawk. I really do hope this helps, because if it doesn't...
You think I like having this thing on my mind? Come on. The exchange is happening tonight in a Lowtown foundry.
Так, все, погнали, литейная мастерская, это я знаю где.
Are you sure about this? The champion was asked to go to the Canary.
Ну, не
I suppose you think she planned the entire thing.
Considering what it led to.
Come on, Seeker. I'm not going to sell Hawk short. But nobody could have foreseen the way that would go down.
Да что там произошло-то?
Or do you still think I'm lying to protect my friend?
There are elements of your story that make sense. And you couldn't have known about them otherwise.
Well, that's a relief.
But that doesn't mean you're telling me everything.
I want this story to be told. You're not the first to get it all wrong. I think I owe Hawk that much.
Так, ладно. Там что-то пиздец какой-то произошел. Давайте этот пиздец мы будем проходить в следующей серии. И напоминаю, с вами был Пумба. Игровой канал Тимона, Пумба и канал. Увидимся. Всем хорошего, удачи, здоровых встреч. Пока.